guys, it's Brittany, and as you know, my videos and my channel is all about creating informative videos and tutorials that are actually easy to follow. Now, today's video is going to be an informative video, so stay with me and follow me through the whole video, and I feel like you're going to come out on the other end feeling much more informed when it comes to what are different terms used in the beauty industry and what do they mean, so that I can better understand what it is I'm buying. What we're going to do today is go through a couple of different terms that are used frequently in the beauty industry, and we're just going to chat about what they mean so that you can be a more informed consumer. So the first one that I wanted to address is more morally based. Some people don't care about this, some do, but whether you do or don't care about it, I think it's still important to know what it means. And that is the term cruelty free. What does cruelty free mean? So cruelty free simply means this, that the product is not tested on animals. However, for those of you who do care about the animals and do care about items not being tested on animals, you should know that there are different types and different levels to what cruelty-free means. There are different certifications. So for example, if you're just talking something is generally cruelty-free, that means that the actual product, this product was not tested on animals. However, there is a higher certification called the Leaping Bunny. And what this means is that the products and the ingredients that were used to make the product that you purchased were not tested on animals, and the product that you purchased was also not tested on animals. So another thing that I wanted to add when it comes to cruelty-free is also take into consideration where the product you're purchasing is being sold. And the reason why is countries like China, for example, have certain regulations around the products that are sold in their country. And that regulation in particular is all products that are imported into China must be tested on animals. That brings me to my next term that, in my opinion, gets abused quite a bit in the beauty industry, and that's the word vegan. For some reason, vegan is used in the beauty industry to indicate something that's like healthier and better for you, and it's good for your skin, but vegan does not even mean that at all. Vegan means that it is not tested on animals, and there are no ingredients in the product that are from animal byproducts. So an example of a product that would not be vegan but may be cruelty-free is a red lipstick that uses a common ingredient that is from beetle shells, and it gives the lipstick its red pigment. So in order for a product to be vegan, it also has to be cruelty-free. But you can be cruelty-free and still have animal byproducts in it. Does that make sense? So, but I think the underlying point that I'm trying to make is vegan does not mean better. Vegan doesn't mean the product's going to perform better. Vegan doesn't mean it's better for your skin. Vegan doesn't mean that it's going to look better. Vegan doesn't mean better. It just simply baseline means that it doesn't have animal byproducts and it's not tested on animals. Okay, so then the next term that you hear most frequently, that you even hear me talk about, is clean and non-toxic. Clean and non-toxic can be used interchangeably. And clean does not mean all natural. Clean does not mean organic, which are two terms we're going to address in just a second. But clean and non-toxic simply means that the ingredients that are listed in the product are proven to not have any ingredients that could be potentially harmful and toxic to your body. For this term, I think the common misconception is that clean and non-toxic means that it's made from berries and crushed up nuts and stuff like that. No, clean non-toxic just means there's no chemicals in it that could potentially cause harm to your body. And that actually leads me into the next two terms, which is natural and organic. So this is where everything gets a little fuzzy and gets a little gray. Natural does not mean natural. That's just on period. Natural doesn't mean that it's all 100% natural. It just means that a majority of the ingredients in the product are naturally derived. Natural products could have naturally derived ingredients that have been some way synthetically altered, but they're still natural. So the word natural is something that's used frequently on a lot of cosmetic companies. Now, I'm not going to call out any specific company, But there are a lot of companies that advertise themselves as being clean and non-toxic, when in reality, they're more natural. Natural is not a term that is heavily regulated in both the food and cosmetic industry. So when you're buying products that are labeled as natural, just make sure you look at the ingredients list and you know what you're getting. Of course, like all the other terms in this video, if that's important to you. Again, natural does not always mean better. And then on to the word organic. Organic means that the ingredients that were used in the product were derived from natural ingredients that did not require any kind of chemicals or pesticides. So for example, the handcrafted oil that I produce is clean, non-toxic, organic, and all 100% natural, vegan, and cruelty-free. It's all of those. Why? Because the oils, including the essential oils and the base oils that I use in my products, are organic. So therefore, my facial oil is organic. Okay, the next word gets on my nerves. I hate this word. It is such a marketing gimmick, I can't even. And that is the word hypoallergenic. What does that even mean? Hypoallergenic. I think a lot of companies label their products hypoallergenic because when testing the product, there was minimal reaction to the product. A lot of the people they tested it on didn't have any sort of reaction to the product, so therefore they feel as though their product is hypoallergenic. Please do not think that a product that is labeled hypoallergenic is going to create some safety blanket for someone who has sensitive skin. You can still use a product that says hypoallergenic and react, especially if you're sensitive to any of the ingredients in the product. So honestly, I think the word hypoallergenic is canceled. I think we should throw it away. I don't think people are using it as much, but there is one way that I noticed that it's still being used, and that's when the consumer comes to me as a beauty consultant and says, "Hey Brittany, can you help me find a hypoallergenic mascara? Hey Brittany, I have sensitive skin. Can you help me find a hypoallergenic foundation?" Well, I'm sorry Karen, but hypoallergenic is not actually real. It's a marketing scheme and you've been buying into it your whole life. Neither here nor there. Moving on to the next term. And the next word I think we've kind of gotten rid of. We don't use it as frequently anymore, which is kind of nice, and that is non-homogenic. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. I've always had difficulty saying this word, but this is the idea that the product is non-homogenic, meaning it doesn't clog your pores. Do you realize that especially if you have skin that is easily congested, that almost anything can clog your pores if you're not washing your face? Friend. Okay, it is not your foundation that is breaking you out. It's the fact that you aren't washing your face properly. It's the fact that you're not taking your makeup off and then washing your face. So no matter how many oil-free, non-homogenic products you're using, your skin can still get clogged, okay? So thankfully that term is not used as frequently either, which is nice to know. The last and final one is just now on the rise, and that is sustainable. What does sustainable mean? It means that the materials that the product is packaged in are recyclable. It means that they can be reused. A product that is sustainable also means that the company is partaking in sustainable manufacturing processes. It just ultimately means that the company is taking into consideration the effect they're having on the planet. So those are pretty much all the words that I can think of. If you have seen any other terms or terminology out there and you're wondering what it means, let me know. I'll try my best to answer your questions, but I just felt like I needed to get this out there. I felt like I needed to get this information out there because I think it's so important for us to at least be informed so that we can make a decision for ourselves. So if you honestly could care less about a product being cruelty-free, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you. But if you do care, I want to make sure you actually know what to look into before you make a decision to purchase a product. So if you found this video helpful, let me know, comment below. What are some things that are important to you when it comes to buying cosmetics? I want to hear from you guys. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.